Hi everyone, Horizon Productions here. Get your phones out because we know it's holiday time and you're gonna be taking a lot of pictures. And so our very own director of photography, Daniel Rego, has his top tips for getting great pictures with your phone.
Indeed. My name is Daniel. I'm the director of photography here at Horizon Productions, and that's basically just a fancy term for camera guy. So I use professional camera gear all the time. However, the camera I use probably the most often is right here, my iPhone. Anyway, without further ado, here are my top 5 tips to take better photos this holiday season. Number 1, exposure and focus. So if you don't know about this already, you gotta start using this feature where you just tap on the screen. When you got your camera app open, wherever you tap, it will reevaluate for that area and change the exposure and focus. Now, if you hold down, it'll actually lock the exposure and focus. So you have your settings the way you want it, hold it down, lock it in, and then when you move it around, it won't try to reevaluate and change those settings that you like. Number 2, the rule of thirds. So if you don't already know about this, it's really simple. Basically, just imagine there's 2 vertical lines, 2 horizontal lines dividing your frame, and where those lines intersect is where you want to put your point of interest. You can actually add grid lines to your camera app. So if you go to your settings, system settings, not the camera settings, and then go down and find camera, there's a little toggle button that says grid. So turn the grid on, that will superimpose these lines so you can have a little help at composing your shot. Next, I just want to talk about lighting briefly. You want to try to avoid the flash whenever possible. You want to avoid really low light. So try to shoot with as much light around as possible. Put your subject facing the window. You don't want to have like a bright light behind your subject. And typically, if you're inside, the light coming through a window is going to be very soft and flattering. So have your subject face the window and that'll really improve your portraits. Number 4, burst mode. If you hold down the photo button, it just takes as many pictures continuously as possible. So say it's one of those photos where everyone's jumping up in the air and you hold it down and it takes a burst of photos and then you can go through afterwards and select the one where everyone's right at the top of their jump and get that perfect timing. Number 5, timer for group shots. You know, selfies are fun, but maybe you have a big family, it's gonna be hard to fit everybody in there. Next to the live photo thing, there's a little button that has 3 seconds or 10 seconds. So you can set it for a timer and then you have time to go and get in the picture too, and you don't have to be left out of your group shot. And patent pending design I have here, I'm just kidding, you feel free to steal this. Cut a little slit in a solo cup, boom, tripod. That is just a very brief overview of what I selected as my top 5. Please comment on the video. Feel free to email me, daniel@horizonvp.com, with any other questions, or let me know which topics you'd like us to cover in the future. And that being said, thanks for watching and happy holidays.